morning, Gumbooters. I have some exciting news to share with you today. But before we go ahead and talk about all of that, I want to show you what my seedlings are looking like. I'm honestly amazed every single year that you can plant these tiny little seedlings and they grow into these big, beautiful, amazing plants that grow their own fruits. And you know, right now, these are my seedlings, and they're not even close to what they'll turn into, but it makes me so happy to see that they have grown from the seed to this point already. We have had an absolutely amazing spring so far. The weather has been absolutely gorgeous. Of course, at the start, there were a few nights where it was quite chilly, and all of these guys got to take a little trip inside and have a little sleepover for the night. But now the nights are warm enough where I have them outside of the greenhouse and they're just hardening off. So they're all strengthening up their main stems with the little light breeze we've been having. And I'm so happy with the progress that we have so far. So outside I have all of those larger seedlings that I started first, like my peppers, my tomatoes, my eggplants, and some of my pumpkins. Now, I have all like the normal ones, your ox hearts, your romas, your jalapenos, but I also have some specialty ones I'm growing, like my red marconis, my red habaneros. I have sun gold tomatoes and green zebra, and then I also have Henry's potimarron or red curry pumpkins. They are so good cooked up for dinner. They are an absolute favorite in our household. But inside I have, yes, of course, I have some of the smaller seedlings of the same that I planted a little bit later in a second round that are still kind of getting a little bit larger, but I also have more pumpkins and squash in here because I just started them more recently because they don't take as long to grow. So I have my costata romanesco zucchinis and some butternut squash and a few others, but I also have my flowers. Now, flowers are still quite small, but I have heaps and heaps of zinnias in so many different colors that I'm growing. I have a flamingo pink celosia, my echinacea that I just did the cold stratification video on, stock and rudbeckia and mullein and asters. I have a lot growing this year. There is so much growing, but I have to say it makes me so happy to watch all of this grow. There's so many good things about gardening. I mean, the planting is fun. Watching them germinate and grow from a seedling is awesome. Then you get the excitement of planting them out in the garden and then watching them grow tremendously from there, and then watching all their fruits ripen and harvesting them and preserving all of the goods. And then you get to start all over again by like picking out the seeds and doing your winter garden. I love gardening. I can't explain how much I love gardening. And I'm hoping that all of you get just as excited about gardening as I do and like to keep your own garden, which is perfect because this brings me to my bit of news that I wanted to share with all of you. This Sunday, I will be at the Catalina Bay Market. It is in Hobsonville, which is a relatively new built up area in Auckland. It is so cute and quaint and by the water. There are a few restaurants around so you can come in and grab lunch, but there are also food vendors at this market. It's a little bit of a smaller market. They do have some crafters, some veggies, some seedlings, and plenty of food and coffee for you to grab. So if you are in the Auckland area, come and see me. The Catalina markets are open from 8:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Freya and myself will be there in our Gumboot garden t-shirts with a setup. We'll have a couple tables that have a red and white checkered tablecloth, so be on the lookout, and we will have all of the seedlings set up and ready to go. And I am so excited to finally get out there and sell my seedlings because they are looking gorgeous. Even if you're not ready to get your garden growing yet and you want to wait a couple more weeks, that's fine. Still come down and see me, say hello so I can meet you guys. But also I will be at a few other markets later in the month, closer to our Labor Day planting time. And later on in the month, I'll let you know exactly where I'll be and the timings of those if you want to come by and grab some plants then. So yeah, if you guys are in the Auckland area, come and visit me at the Catalina Market. And if not, I will catch you in the next one. See you guys.